Archie, I think, is something that transcends comics too. Like even people who aren't comics fans, they know Archie.
Well, every generation has grown up reading Archie comics.
Right.
You can't avoid it. Even if you try, you can't.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. If when I talk to people, especially when I'm talking about con and comic books, they're like, oh well, I don't really read comics, but I know Archie though.
Right.
And like that's very common.
Right. Right. A lot of people learn to read with Archie. I was one of them. So.
Yeah.
Awesome. Can I draw Archie, or how do I draw Archie? How do I draw Archie? Well, it's kind of old hat at this point. I've done it about 12 million times. I am going to be drawing a few Archies here, so I've already got one drawn. I'll draw a few more. When Archie was first created in the 1940s, a lot of like buzz cuts in the kind of shape on the side, and that's to indicate how short the hair was. It's just like that little cross hatching. And as time's gone on, the cross hatchings have become a little more stylized, but that's where it stems from. Just that short buzz cut that he had back in the 40s. And now it's his trademark, so we can't get rid of the cross hatching.
Me, I've been reading comics forever since I'm a kid, so I always drew superheroes since I'm a kid. And then when DC asked me to make Tiny Titans, I just practiced. I always draw a character until I get him to look like I drew it. That's how he looks now. That's how it comes out of me. So that's how.
Geez, for me, I actually, like everyone else, I've been drawing since I was a little tiny guy. So I mean, the path to it is just to draw a ton, and then maybe go to art school, but that's not necessary. And just hope that your style is something people want to see in the end. But you got to draw like crazy though. You got to draw until you can't draw anymore.
I draw every day.
Every single day. And it's got to be fun to do. It's almost like you don't even feel it. You just get up and you want to draw.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
Yeah, my same story. I've been drawing since I was like 5 years old, and I drew all the time. Grade school to high school, and I was lucky enough when I got out of high school to go to the cartoon school called the Joe Kubert School. It's in New Jersey, and a lot of cartoonists have gone there. And that's a great school because it specializes primarily in cartooning. So you get to go there and you don't have to worry about all the other subjects like math and English. You just draw all the time. So
I kind of like English.
So it was a great school. It was a great school, and a lot of my colleagues went there too. So, but yeah, so it all stems back down to what Roger says: draw.
Yeah, I've been drawing forever, and but I knew I wanted to be a cartoonist since I was a kid. So every time I went to school, I took the classes that I would need to draw comics. But I just decided I wanted to be a comic book guy, but nobody wanted to hire me, so I made my own book. And that's kind of what I keep doing. But now I make my own books for other people. so once people started liking my books, I started selling some of the books to people who work at DC Comics and Dark Horse Comics, and they gave me a call. And it's real weird. I never showed my stuff to people. They always ask me to do it. So it's you get lucky, but the more and more you draw comics and you draw them every day, if that's what you want to do, it's like playing the guitar. If you don't practice, you're not going to get better. So I draw every day. I carry a sketchbook with me. I wake up in the morning, think comics. I draw characters. I go to bed at night, dream about them, and well, most of the dreams. Some of them are good, or whatever. but I just do it all the time,
Who's drawing the Hulk?
Chris got to tell how he started.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Leave that hanging, Chris. How did you get started?
I got started, well, like these guys, ever since I was a kid, I was really enjoying reading comic books and comic strips. I wanted to be a comic strip artist, like Charlie Brown, Calvin and Hobbes, that kind of thing. When I got to college, the college newspaper, they took student submissions for the comic section, so I started submitting my comic strips there, just making up my own comic strips. And then I got an internship at Marvel Comics when I was in college, and I showed everybody at Marvel Comics the comic strips that I was doing, and they're like, hey, that's pretty cool. And then one of the people gave me an opportunity to do a comic strip in the Marvel Comics, their promotional page, and I did a tiny comic strip called Mini Marvels. So it was kind of like Charlie Brown, Mini Marbles kind of thing. Not quite like Superhero Squad where they're kind of like squished down. They were like little kid versions. I'm just kidding. And so I did the Mini Marbles for a few years at Marvel, and then I started creating my own kid superheroes in a comic book called G-Man. It's true. G-Man and his friend. I like that guy. And so that's what I'm still doing now, G-Man comics.
Awesome. It's true.
Everything you hear up here today will be true.
No lie.
All of us, me, with me, I don't really draw my comics. I don't really have any fighting and stuff. There's always a bad guy, but they never beat him up. So, I always make stuff that's funny and just put it in the book. If it's not funny, you're not gonna read it. You're not gonna show nobody. So that's my thing. I want to be on Cartoon Network after Powerpuff Girls. So that's the one. Yeah.
But the Powerpuff Girls fight,
They
you know,
do.
like I'm a fan of 1966 Batman, as you can see here, and,
Yeah.
and that is not violent. I mean, it's violence, but it's not violence, you know. And
Yeah, that's what I watch too. That's the way. Like seriously, I want to be happy every day. The comics that are fun.